lugar. Eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só eu pensar que só faço tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quarto falasse. Mas que pena, já era. Não deixo mais a tela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque se a sua voz ela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer é se eu gosto da boemia. Somente pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me livrar. think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break like. In the daylight, I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people, the barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he could score, and their success as a unit is also increased because of their trust in him.
You know who Freak reminds me of?
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
And that wraps it up here. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.
Let's take them back.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Mavericks are coming to town. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And Wesley Matthews continues to remain sidelined with the injury.
Yeah, and they're very happy to know that he'll be back on the court soon. But I'll be interested to see how it affects their chemistry when he does come back. That's always a challenge. They've got a good thing going right now, and they've actually been playing excellent basketball without him.
I tell you what, though, Clark, those are the kinds of problems we'd all like to have. I mean, this team has been getting it done in his absence, and hopefully he can return and deliver a jolt of energy, if you will, to really maybe put them over the top.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Johnson is out there with Darren Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the center. And so Nicholson nails both of them. Here's Williams. What a tremendous game he played against New York. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Irving kicks to Nicholson. LeBron is screen on Johnson. Out to the right wing. James dishes to Nicholson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And that one's good. Parsons got his first 2 points of the night.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
James, the pass to Nicholson. LeBron with a screen on Johnson. And Freak throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the score by Cleveland. And Parsons kicks to Johnson. Nowitzki a screen. Dishes it to Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Williams has got 5 points so far.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Williams after LeBron James's miss. Nowitzki left side. And another basket for Dallas.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
James dishes to Love. Nowitzki with the steal. Outside Williams. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. There's the pick. Parsons attacking. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from the wing. The Cavaliers trailing. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Rick Carlisle for just a moment. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Nobody near Irving. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And so here is Dallas. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Nicholson after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. And James gets it to go on the assist by Nicholson.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Nowitzki, the pass to Powell. Williams with a clean look, and Dallas again with the bucket. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Irving attacking, and yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Williams. He has 7. Double team on Williams. And another basket for Dallas.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Here's Irving. Darren Williams picking up that last basket, and he gets it to go.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Mavericks trailing. Johnson outside. Nowitzki sets a screen for Johnson. Nowitzki outside. Powell kicks to Nowitzki, and he gets it to go. Nowitzki's got 6. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you've got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
Dallas making a switch here. Boozer's checked in. Now here's Parsons. Another key contributor to that nice win against New York.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Dallas shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Good on the second free throw. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. LeBron James second.
A lot of...
any kind of conventional way. I mean, you've got to be creative to try to slow these guys down.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Feeds to Nicholson. Puts it up from 12. Another shot. And it's Love laying it in.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Outside Williams. Can't hit. Good D by James.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And a wide open look for Freak. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Williams with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it out to Johnson. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball. Here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
James up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now here's Parsons. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. The drive by Boozer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Cavaliers leading. Shumpert dishes to Nicholson. Pass to Love. To the wing on the left. Nicholson kicks to Shumpert. His first shot coming late. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Williams. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Passes to Powell. No good. And Cleveland the other way now.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A different look now for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Nicholson. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Johnson. Now here's Boozer. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Now here's Williams. The dish to James. Smith right side, and stolen by Parsons. Now for Cleveland, Shumpert is checked in for Smith. Nicholson comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and Irving subbed in for Williams. Dallas also making some changes. Powell, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Nowitzki comes in for Boozer, and it's Johnson in for Darren Williams. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, Nicholson in at shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with LeBron James. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Irving at the one. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And he can't hit the second. Cleveland leading by 8. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets came through when they needed him to. He finished with 28 points, and he was a mainstay at the free throw line, getting a fair amount of his points off of fouls. A truly dominating game from him in what was hopefully a sign of things to come. At least that's how the franchise is thinking, guys.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night. Oh, he's just angling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger. Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Here's Barea. Love grabs the board. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving kicks to Nicholson. And it's off. From three-point range. Mavericks trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Johnson after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. From 15 feet away, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Johnson with it. Now defended by Freak. Parsons outside. The feed to Barea. 6 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. Barea's got his first points of the night.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference. Looking at the Mavericks over the last 10 games, Kevin, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. Second in free throw percentage, 5th in scoring. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possession, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And you mentioned their free throw shooting. Not a team you can get careless with defensively. They make you pay. Sealing games at the line. You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Barea. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Back to Johnson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The three. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Barea. To the inside, and Irving with the basket on the assist by James. LeBron's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. They set the pick. On the wing, Johnson tries it from 19. And James pulls it down. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Kicks to Irving. He dishes it to Nicholson. Up off the screen. Oh!
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. That one misses for Love. Mavericks trail by 10. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Irving. And there's the pass to Barea. McGee up top. Charity stripe shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Correa, the pass to McGee. Here's Nowitzki. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
James dishes to Nicholson. LeBron a screen on Johnson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Nicholson. He's got 14 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith has checked in. Mavericks trail by 10. Nowitzki a screen. Barea kicks to Parsons. Jumper off the screen. That one wide left.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Nicholson's shot is off.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And he gets it to go. Parsons got his second bucket of the night.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Dishes it to Nicholson. He kicks it to LeBron. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Banks is checked in. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for Tyler Johnson. Mavericks trail by 10. Barea kicks to Williams. There's the screen. Nobody near Parsons. Misses the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And a wide open look for James. Rebounded by McGee.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Williams against Shumpert. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Smith checked in for Cleveland.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Cleveland leading by 7. Smith kicks to LeBron. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, a great first half performance where you made tons of contributions. How does it feel out there for you right now?
It feels good to be up the half. It wasn't just me, it was the entire team. We've been executing, but we still need to do a better job on the defensive end if we're going to win this game.
Always crediting his teammates, guys. Kevin, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Well, we've established a clear dominance on the interior at the offensive end. And until they prove they can stop our inside game, we have to continue to pound it into the post. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And no standing around out there. I want to see our shooters open, and that happens because we're moving, looking for the gaps in the defense. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 16 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Deron Williams out there with Johnson, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Mavericks have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Johnson right side to the paint, looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him, knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. And here we go, fast break, Freak's got it. It's going to be 2 free throws, drew contact on the shot. Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
First one falls for him. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Mavericks trail by 4. Williams passes to Pachulia. Dallas moving it around. All sorts of time. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And that one's good. James.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Nowitzki a screen. There's a good screen. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Parsons for 3. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Cavaliers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Johnson. Nicholson kicks to James. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Williams, here we go.
You know, Williams is playing very well.
He's got 16 points and 5 assists.
And we've all watched him just be an unstoppable force here tonight.
Well, nothing they've done on the defensive end has been able to slow him down. I mean, he's doing exactly what he wants to when he wants to do it.
Thompson, he's checked in for James.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Irving kicks to Love. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Inside. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Johnson.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now here's Shumpert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Nowitzki a screen. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. And that one comes up a bit short. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Shumpert dishes to Irving. And again, it's Cleveland.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Williams. 18 points for him. Parsons on the wing. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Nicholson following the score by Dallas.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Johnson, the pass to Nowitzki, and stolen by Love. Irving against Williams. Here's Nicholson. No good on the triple. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Williams for 3. Another 3 for Dallas. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now here's Freak. 15 points in the game. And that one's good. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Outside Williams. Nowitzki a screen. Down low. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. Pachulia's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Mavs.
A chance here to take a look at where the Mavericks rank in the NBA currently.
8th in free throw shooting, 11th in steals, and they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Irving against Williams. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson kicks to Parsons. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
James dishes to Nicholson. LeBron sets the screen for Freak. Goes up off the pick. And he dunks it home.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Cleveland. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Parsons. Nowitzki with the screen on Shumpert. Parsons against Love. Parsons' shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Parsons on the wing, fires from the corner, and Dallas again with the bucket.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. LeBron with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
There's the pick. Johnson goes in. Some solid defense from Nicholson. The Cavaliers shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. It's a pick by Love. Here's LeBron, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Williams passes to Pachulia, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Williams against Irving. Takes it from 10. Can't get it to go. Good D by Williams. Dallas leading by 5. And Parsons kicks to Williams. He feeds it to Pachulia. From down in the low post, it goes. Pachulia's got 8. Cavaliers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. It's LeBron with the drive. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
A different look now for Cleveland. Smith checked in for Shumpert. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Nicholson. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Nicholson, he's in at shooting guard. Amon Shumpert is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Irving in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Pachulia, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Tipped away. And here is Nowitzki. Uncovered. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Barea with it. He's picked up by Irving. Boozer against Shumpert. Now here's Barea. Not a lot of room. Clock at 4. Here's Pachulia. Love grabs the board. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Freak with it. Johnson's there. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
At the line, your Cavaliers. Free. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
All right. You guys know who you got? All right.
And so he makes both from the line. So it's the Mavericks now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now here's Barea, covered by Irving. Johnson outside. Aston Nowitzki. Pocket 6. Unloads from 9. They get the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Irving. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Nowitzki with the screen on Irving. Boozer kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Boozer. Now here's Barea. He's covered by Irving. Dallas, no good that time either. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. LeBron dishes to Irving. LeBron sets the screen for Irving. Nicholson with the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Nowitzki with the screen on Irving. Outside Boozer. Nowitzki against LeBron. Teardrop shot and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Nowitzki playing very well. He's got 21 points and the 1 steal. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
The Mavericks leading. Now Barea. Feeds it to Nowitzki. Fade away. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Irving up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Now here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. 3 on the clock. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And the basket by Johnson.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Shumpert. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Barea kicks to Johnson. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay.
Barea kicks to Boozer. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Deron Williams checked in for the Mavericks. Both good from the line that time. The Cavaliers trail by 5.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Pass to Nicholson. Passes it to Irving. James, a screen on Williams. To the paint. And LeBron throws it down.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Irving against Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Irving attacking, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 4 points this quarter. Mavericks leading by 3. Williams passes to Johnson. They set the pick. Back to Williams. Johnson left side. Launches a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Nicholson's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's blocked. Boozer dishes to Nowitzki. Williams attacking. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Williams has got 31.
This guy just isn't missing today. I mean, what a day he's had from the field.
And, you know, they've needed every one of those shots he's made, Greg. He's kept them in the ball game here.
And Shumpert kicks to Nicholson. LeBron right side.
That's his second person. Shooting for Cleveland, LeBron James. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Mavericks making a switch here. Parsons is checked in. No good on the second free throw.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Johnson outside. Parsons attacking. The dish now to Pachulia. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
And stolen by Parsons. Pushing it up. Here's Johnson. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Nicholson, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Nicholson's got 11 points here in just the second half. Dallas leading by 6. Outside Williams. The feed now to Parsons. Johnson the screen, and Nowitzki wide open. He fires, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Irving attacking. Oh, that's blocked. Williams with the ball, trying to find Parsons, and gets it to him. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. James, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. J.R. Smith's checked in for James. And that one falls for Parsons.
In the first half, he was able to get to the line a little bit more. Let's see if he can pick it up here.
Both free throws good from Parsons.
That was the confidence booster he needed. He's been scuffling from that free throw line.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
So he comes up empty at the line.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Irving passes to Nicholson. Baseline jumper. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
And not the best shot right there with the good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. And Shumpert kicks to Nicholson. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot to stop the run. Bank shot, no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That'll put Dirk Nowitzki on the line. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And in a 2-game season series, you love taking charge of game 1. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Cavaliers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Darren Williams. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Down low. Here's Pachulia. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Smith kicks to Irving. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Dallas. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed?
Carlos, you guys had a productive...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Darren Williams. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed